UAB Middle Tennessee Conference USA Championship game here. We got UAB catching 2.5. They opened 3, so a little bit of money here on the Blazers. 2.5 pretty much across the board. 45.5 the total. Big thing here, big man. The reason I like MTSU in this game, 5 straight cashes ATS to end the season, as opposed to UAB 3 straight losses against the number. So losing 2 of those 3 straight up. Kind of limping here into the championship game. MTSU catching on. I'm going to kind of ride the hot here. Gun to head, I'm on MTSU. Haven't invested in it yet. How do you feel?
Yeah, I haven't got on this yet, but I got a feeling UAB is looking forward, looking ahead a little bit to this game this week. They really laid an egg on Saturday, but a lot of it had to do with they didn't have Spencer Brown. He didn't play, their star running back. And, Drew, I think a lot needs to be discussed on how poorly at times A.J. Erdley's looked this year. He has looked awful at times. This guy's only completed about 56% of his passes. He was 9 for 20 against Middle Tennessee over the weekend. I mean, he's had a couple very poor games. They need Spencer Brown in this game. If he plays, I like UAB. But if he doesn't play, I'm actually going to go to the under as well. I think this game's low scoring as well. If you know anything about UAB, they are a really good pass defense, one of the best in the country. They don't give up much through the air. I think they could take care of Stockstill a little bit. And with no Brown, Erdley was 9 for 20 last week. This Middle Tennessee defense is really starting to play better. They're getting stops through the air. Look at the last 3 games. They're only giving up about 23 points a game. They've been good at home. They haven't lost yet at home this year. This is a home-and-home game, right?
I believe it's at MTSU.
Yeah. Look, I'm looking. It's all about Erdley. If Erdley, or it's all about Brown. If Brown plays, I like UAB. If he doesn't play, I'm on the under. Look, 4 of the last 4 games, Drew, in this series have gone under. I think we see a game similar to the weekend.
Okay, liking the under there. We got I left Hal out of it last time. He brought up a good point here. If you watch the first game, Utah had 2 defensive starters ejected for targeting. If not, they win that game. I don't know if they win because of that, Hal. It's a great point because that did happen. And if you just look at the score, and I'm going back a game, sorry about this, guys, but in the Pac-12 championship game, it's a rematch. Washington and Utah played earlier in the season. I actually watched every play of that game. I bet on Utah and lost. Don't just look at that final score, guys, because that game played a lot closer than that final score indicates. A lot of bounces went Washington State's way as well. So just something to keep in mind there. But big man, you're liking the under in MTSU UAB?
Yeah, I do. I think
okay. I'm liking MTSU.
Listen, if Brown does not play, I can almost agree with you because I don't like Erdley. Erdley stinks. This guy's not good. He's not been good last year either. He struggled in step-up games. I just think both these teams struggle to move the ball just because, it's obviously more, this game means a lot more to the game than they just played. I mean, UAB didn't need that game last week. It was a complete throwaway game. They didn't care about it. They knew they were going to play Middle Tennessee anyway. I didn't care much about that. But I think this game next week is going to be a lot more hard-hitting, a lot more interesting. But I need to know about Spencer Brown. He is really good at the running back position.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.